alone.
Let's goddamn go.
Leave me alone.
Get your fucking truck.
Leave me alone. Leave me
Get
alone.
your fucking truck. Tell the cops.
I'm leaving.
Now. Give me the fucking phone. Let's go, bitch.
Let's go.
Get in the fucking truck.
Yeah.
Don't get out of the truck no more.
Don't get out of the truck no more.
What happens when authority, suspicions, and aggression collide on a job site? That is exactly what viewers witnessed in a viral TikTok video involving Wright Brothers Constructions and a black truck driver in North Carolina. Today, we break down what went wrong and what is at stake. Watch and pay attention, and I will share my thoughts later.
Leave me alone.
Let's goddamn go.
Leave me alone.
Get your fucking
Leave
truck.
me alone.
All right, I'm going to show you the rest of the video, but let me give you some backstory as quickly as I can. Clyde, North Carolina, a young black man is delivering mulch to a landfill dump spot, okay? He gets there 45 minutes early. He parks by the gate. Employee comes and says, normally everybody parks up the road and waits, doesn't come this far down. He said, I'm sorry, I've never been here before. The guy said, no big deal. I'm going to open the gate. Don't come in until 6:30. The owner of the place's son comes shortly after and goes, no, you shouldn't have been down here. Now you got to go behind everyone who's arrived since you and wait in line behind them. He said, we say a few words about it, and then I follow the instructions and go back there. He's sitting back there waiting, and all of a sudden that same guy and 5 of his friends come rolling up. He has a pistol on his hip, and he starts yelling about, you took my phone. He said 30 to 40 minutes of him accusing him of taking his phone and demanding to search his truck before he finally says, fine, just search my truck. And the guy doesn't find the phone. Then his dad shows up. They check the cameras and go, okay, and let him go. He goes to dump his load, just like this is ridiculous. In the meantime, that guy apparently finds the phone, according to him, on the ground outside where his truck was. Like he couldn't have dropped it there? No, he assumes that he stole it and then had thrown it by the truck. So he comes flying up the hill with the same 5 guys again and starts threatening him. And then they get 2 bulldozers and flip over his trailer and tip his truck over on his side. That's not on video, but this other exchange is, and this is absolutely insane.
What's going on? What's going on? What's happening?
You driving that truck?
Huh?
Go get in your truck and be a good witness.
No, I ain't driving that truck. I ain't driving that truck.
Phones up. Get in your vehicle. Now. You're leaving. You're gone.
What happened?
You're gone.
Going where?
You're going out.
Who?
You.
For what?
For videoing.
For video when I'm going out? What is you talking about?
We're closing. I'm done.
Yeah.
No, I'm done with this.
Leave me alone.
Let's goddamn go.
Leave me alone.
Get your fucking
Leave
truck.
me alone. Leave me
Get your
alone.
fucking truck. Tell the cops.
I'm leaving.
Now. Give me the fucking phone. Let's go, bitch.
Let's go.
Get in the fucking truck.
Yeah.
Don't get out of the truck no more.
Don't get out of the truck no more.
Take
These brothers and this father, which we'll later on see in the video, right? They apparently own a construction company, and later on, after the video started trending, they came out giving statements here, and they were saying that they do not allow use of foul language, they do not discriminate, they're not racist, that family, yeah? But before we even get to the statement that they were making, we've heard how these brothers are speaking, the language they're using on this guy, and you're asking yourself, is all this hate warranted? What exactly made them treat this black man in that way? And if it's stealing a phone, do you really genuinely believe their phone was even stolen to begin with?
Right, I do believe that this was a racism incident, and no matter how much they apologize, they're only doing it to save face.
Right, but let's keep on watching, guys, because Americans are not happy.
you out. Yes, the sheriff's department's coming to get rid of you and your fucking mud.
Okay.
So stay in your truck.
Yes, sir.
Before something bad happens.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Get in.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So right now, the one approaching is the sheriff of that place, and he's supposed to maintain law and order. But let's watch how he behaves as well.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. You know what I'm saying? Shut your door. Shut your mouth.
You're the sheriff? You're the sheriff, right?
Yes.
And you were trying to talk to me. Can I? I'm
I'm done talking with you. Shut the door.
Can I roll the window down?
No, roll the window up. Roll the other window down.
Hey, sir, you slammed the door on my door. And that's all on recording.
I'm going to put you in
That's all on recording for slamming on the door.
I didn't slam it on
You
the
did
door.
that? Yes, you did.
You
Have it
had
on
a hold
recording.
door. Get in the door.
Okay, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Y'all going to jail. Y'all going down. This town going down. town going down.
This place and the environment, it looks like a very unsafe place for this black man, and the fact that the sheriff wasn't even partial to begin with this whole incident, it makes me feel like, of course it's just my feelings, nobody's no one else's thoughts, it makes me feel like he's being taken care of by their family, and really good, if you know what I mean.
Right.
Yeah, this town going down.
That man had to believe he was about to record his own lynching. That was the energy that was there. That's what it felt like was going to happen. And the fact that he was able to walk away from that, he is exceptionally lucky. But that is unacceptable. He needs an attorney. This is Clyde, North Carolina again. That business, apparently it was the owner and his son that did all of that stuff. This is insane. Anyone who can help, I'm going to tag him on TikTok. Please reach out to him. But this is unacceptable, and I want to hear what law enforcement in the area is going to do about it.
They wanted to unalive that man. They wanted to unalive that man, accusing him of stealing the phone. You come back with 5 guys. You got a pistol in your hand. You're flipping over his truck.
The thing I can't okay, one question I'm asking myself right now is, what makes a human being believe that they own another human being's life or right to live or die? Why put such amount of fear on somebody else just to get your point across, even if he believed that his phone was stolen?
That forgetting the fact that they all deserve to be in that country, and they all they earned the right to be in that country. They were all born in that country, you know. But I feel like right now these cases are really becoming increasingly noticeable, because even, you know, if the
leadership is rotten, so will the citizens be.
Exactly. So we are seeing more of these cases where this type of white Americans are becoming very brazen with their acts towards other people, and because, most especially because there's no consequences that follows after this, you know. There are people who are out there doing things and they know the authorities are not gonna come for them, because what has happened so far, these things happen but no one gets arrested, no consequences falls upon them, you know. But let's keep on watching what Americans have to say.
Then you talking about get back in your trouble before something bad happens to you. I mean, there was some evil folks, and so I hope, you know, Wright Brothers Construction Company, I hope y'all get sued for every dollar you got. Like, honestly, bro, I hope y'all go broke. I hope y'all go broke, bro. I want you to lose everything. I want you to go so broke that you can't even provide for your family. Since it's obvious that y'all had it on y'all mind to stop a black man from getting back home to his family.
Clyde, North Carolina, count your fucking days. That video from that landfill, that poor black man trying to deliver those goods to that landfill, and the shit that he dealt with when he was trying to deliver those goods, is not only unacceptable, it's disgusting, it's abhorrent, and it needs to be wiped from the planet. That kind of racism, those men thought they were living in 1930.
I'm also glad that not only black people found what was wrong in this video, but also white people see the wrong that these people were committing in this video, because a long time ago, not so many people used to look the other way because it didn't concern them and it wasn't their business. But right now, I'm actually glad to see more of them coming out and speaking up.
Yeah, I'm also, you know, the funny thing is that there are more people who really think like these men, you know, there are more white Americans who think and believe and live by these principles, yeah. And that is why right now you keep on hearing cases of lynching, you keep on hearing cases of truckers who are told to not be in certain towns in certain times, yeah. But I do believe that counter actions will really be a big help to this solution, where not just black people are speaking against these sorts of injustices, even white people are coming to speak against this, you know. And when they say let's teach these companies a lesson, and companies that that think like them, when they call for boycotts, when they call for action, it needs not only to come from Black Americans, but also other groups in America. You know, that is the only way such people, because I do believe that this number can be either lessened or it can become small through the action of the community around them. You know, they need to feel that what they did was not correct, you know.
Right.
The way they were talking to him. You be a good boy. What? If that doesn't prove that this administration is emboldening these people, I don't know what does. That video could have been taken in 1960, but it wasn't. It was taken in 2025. And that's why we need to talk about it. Every single one of those white motherfuckers, and yeah, I'm white, whatever. Every single one of those motherfuckers needs to be held accountable for that. And they're gonna be, as far as divine justice is concerned, because that shit comes around and it bites you in the ass 10 times harder than whatever you deliver.
Wright Brothers Construction goes on to say, regardless of the circumstances, threats, hateful language, and any form of discrimination have no place on our products or within our company. We are taking immediate steps to identify those involved, assess any violations of our code of conduct, and apply disciplinary action where appropriate. Wright Brothers Construction is committed to fostering a work environment and public presence built on respect, accountability, and integrity.
I feel like this statement is quite funny, and it's a juxtaposition of where they are right now.
The owners of the company say they are investigating to see
how can they investigate their own selves,
right? Because the father was involved, the two sons were involved, and they're the owners of the company. So they're investigating what went down and who did what, and they're the very people who are responsible for that scenario.
And I bet they will find no wrong after investigations,
right?
By now, many of you have seen or heard of the video of Wright Brothers Construction Company Incorporated circulating, where they absolutely terrorized a TikToker by the name of Bossed Up. He had went to deliver a load of mulch, and allegedly one of them claimed that their phone got stole because he arrived early. And not only did they terrorize him, close the truck door on his little dog, they flipped over his entire trailer and big truck. Well, Wright Brothers has issued a statement, and it reads as follows. Wright Brothers Construction Company Incorporated is aware of a video circulating on social media involving a confrontation at one of our project sites. The footage is upsetting and does not reflect the standard of professionalism and respect we expect on any job site where our name is represented. We want to be clear, the language and behavior displayed in the video are unacceptable. While not all individuals involved have been confirmed as Wright Brothers employees, we are actively investigating to determine the facts and the roles of those present. Preliminary accounts indicate that some of our employees attempted to de-escalate the situation when a member of the public arrived in an active construction zone, filming and refusing repeated requests to leave or lower their phone for safety reasons. Wright Brothers Construction goes on to say, regardless of the circumstances, threats, hateful language, and any form of discrimination have no place on our products or within our company. We are taking immediate steps to identify those involved, assess any violations of our code of conduct, and apply disciplinary action where appropriate. Wright Brothers Construction is committed to fostering a work environment and public presence built on respect, accountability, and integrity. We are initiating additional training for all supervisory personnel focused on conflict resolution, respectful communication, and maintaining professionalism in difficult situations. What are your thoughts about all of this? My understanding was one of them was the owner or the owner's son, correct? So how is the owner going to disciplinary himself? I just have questions and lots of them. Y'all, let's talk about this in the comments.
By now, you've seen that disturbing video by that young black truck driver who encountered harassment by racists when he arrived on a job site to make a delivery. In other words, to do his job. These racists harassed him, accused him of stealing one of the employees' phones, illegally searched his cab. One of them slammed the cab door and injured his puppy. And then they turned over his trailer. Yeah, We need to let these folks know that they might think it's 1925, but it's 2025, and the Black community is going to respond. This is the information on both companies. Leave them a Google review, as well as contact these companies directly. Now, Wright Brothers Construction has already issued some lame statement that doesn't really take accountability for what happened. It definitely doesn't apologize. So this is something actionable that you can do, especially if you live outside of the North Carolina area. And let me also say this to all these ignorant people who are loud and wrong talking about Black Americans are next when it comes to racist, harassing behavior. Duh. We have been here since before this nation was founded. We have always been the main target, and that targeting has never stopped. And this is an example of what we're talking about.
Hi, a few updates and information for everyone pertaining to my earlier video. You know, the video talking about the gentleman who got completely harassed by a couple of racists out here in Orlando, Florida. You know, he was not selling stuff, may I add. This poor gentleman is no one other than a project manager for a utility company. That's right, this man went to his day job today and someone just thought, this is the guy I'm going to take it out on because I see the opportunity and I've always subliminally been a POS, and this is how I'm gonna show the world. So world, here you go. The name that we thought it was, this one right here, not the name. This is actually the name of the father's home that they got, which they totally give off that kind of energy that you didn't work for your own equity, so the names that we're actually looking for are going to be right here. And while I am not condoning nor saying, and all of this is just for informational purposes, anything to tell the internet to do its thing, whatever that may mean, internet, go ahead and do your thing. Have a good day.
Now gather around, folks. Let's talk. Wright Brothers Construction, the self-proclaimed temple of family values and integrity. Because nothing says wholesome like a 1.5 million Clean Water Act smackdown for burying trout streams. CEO Stephen Wright beams about urgency and selflessness. Apparently, that means urgently dumping rock into rivers and selflessly collecting OSHA citations after a worker plummets 25 feet off a bridge. Mitchell Simpson flashes the company slogan like a halo, but the only thing glowing is the EPA fine print. Sure, they plaster integrity across their website, yet their legacy bulldozes habitats faster than a Sunday sermon ends. They call it a family-run business. Guess that includes the extended family of environmental attorneys and trauma surgeons. Newsflash, Stephen. Real integrity isn't a line item in the marketing budget. It's what's left after the mud settles. And right now, the water's still murky.
According to the truck driver, known on TikTok as Bus Stop End, the incident began when he arrived early at the Two Banks Development landfill in Clyde, NC, to dump mulch. He was accused of stealing a cell phone, subjected to a search, and initially cleared. But the situation took a violent turn when workers confronted him again, this time with threats, chanting, and aggressive behavior. He alleged that one worker identified himself as a sheriff deputy and that bulldozer were used to tip his trailer and flip his truck. Further claims include that his dog were injured when the door was slammed on it. In response, Wright Brothers Construction labeled the video disturbing and placed the employee involved on leave as they launched an independent investigation. The company stressed that such behavior contradicts their values of professionalism and respect. Simultaneously, the Haywood County Sheriff Office confirmed deputies respond to the scene, and incident reports include possible charges such as simple assault and pointing a gun, but no one has been formally charged yet. The landfill operator, Two Banks Development, suggests the video presents only part of the story. They claim the driver violated site policies and behaved aggressively, though they are not pressing charges. Meanwhile, community's members are calling to boycott Wright Brothers Constructions over perceived racial biases and misuse of authority. Beyond the incident, the video reflects broader concerns: how workplace dynamics, perceived authority, and power imbalances can escalate tension. It also raises questions about racial profiling and the militarization of work zones, where safety is too often overshadowed by aggression. So what can change? First, organizations must enforce conflict de-escalation, training, and clear expectations for staff, especially when claiming authority. Law enforcement must be held accountable when off duty and acting in uniform settings, and the public deserves transparency during investigations like this. A routine delivery turned into a chaotic and troubling confrontation.